Okay. Did he show up?
Yes, Judge, he's on the jury box.
Okay, what are we doing with Mr. Hernandez?
So he's set for a bond violation hearing. I don't believe that a bond revocation would be appropriate here. The basis of the violation is the drug test that he took on April 14th, which was the drug test that you ordered in court. And if you'll recall, he had a presumptive positive, and you issued some new bond conditions. So I
Not our first bond violation, is it not?
Well, so it is not. There was an earlier one for missing a drug test. However, the only basis for this one is something that the court already.
Come on, Mr. Hernandez.
You're right, Doctor.
So we ordered him not to use, right?
Yes, Judge. But he, with the, I mean, there is no evidence that he has violated that order after his drug test on the 14th, which you ordered.
Your Honor, the conditions requiring no drugs, no alcohol, and testing went into effect in January 2025. Prior to the testing that we conducted in April.
So the conditions went in January.
Yes, Judge, I understand that, but this violation has already been addressed.
Has it?
Franklin University.
I don't know. Anthony has it?
The court addressed it by issuing new bond conditions on the hearing on the 14th after the presumptive positive test came back.
No. So the client failed to report for a drug and alcohol test on 4/7/25.
Yes.
So we brought him in on 4/14 to admonish him and to tell you, hey, don't miss a drug test. When you miss test, that's when we issue warrants. Bad things happen when you do that. So he was ordered the next week to go take a test, and he now tested positive for alcohol. So that's where we are. So we've not addressed.
I don't believe that's completely accurate. It was not the next week that he was ordered. It was at that hearing. You had him go out and take a drug test on that day.
Is that right?
Judge, the violation that was submitted on April 7th was addressed for admonishment on April 14th. And yes, that was the day that he was sent to submit for testing. And then he had an additional bond violation submitted for being presumptive positive THC. And now that was signed to be addressed today, which is what we're addressing.
Mr. Hernandez, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I've already had to put 2 people in jail now because they continue to use. You were begging for your bond to be revoked. No means no. Doesn't mean I have a party. Doesn't mean I have a graduation. Doesn't mean Jesus came down from earth and asked me to break bread. No means no. Do you understand?
Sir.
We are now at a stage of no tolerance. If you ever miss, if you test positive again, do you understand me? There's no excuse. And I'm going to, are you high right now?
So,
You can barely keep your eyes open, Mr. Hernandez. I want to test them again right now.
yes, sir.
I will test you 50 days from that test. And if you test positive for weed, that tells you that you continue to smoke and it's not going well. Do not use. Do you understand?
Sir.
From this day forward, you test positive. Okay, I'm setting for a test now.
And try to reapproach after that test is completed.
I know, let's roll it to tomorrow because it's now 12 o'clock in here. Okay.
I'm here for Francisco Hernandez.
Okay.
He's here for a bond violation.
Okay, come up, Mr. Hernandez. It's Hernandez or
Mr.
Roxanne? What
We were presumptive positive for THC.
That's it.
That's it.
Okay. I'm giving you a pass for 50 days from the time that we ordered you not to use. Don't use. Do you understand? So we ordered him not to use when? He's still testing positive. We ordered him not to use in January.
He tested positive on April 7th, or not, on April 14th, rather.
Okay, but he's still testing positive. He's still using when we ordered him not to use.
Yes, but I understand that THC can take up to 30 days to work out of urine, so there's no evidence that he's been using beyond the.
I ordered him not. Let me see. Hold on. I ordered him not to use in January. We are now
Yes, Judge, but you've already addressed his drug use that resulted in the positive result on the April 14th drug test. You addressed that by chastising him in court and issuing several additional bond conditions. There's been no evidence that there's been any additional drug use for the court to address.
If I tested him in early January, then I'm going to have an issue. But if it's the first time I tested him was in April, then I'm going to give him the 50 days from the first time that we've tested him. But if I tested him early on and he tested positive and I admonished him not to use and he's still testing positive, I'm going to have an issue. I don't remember when the first time we tested him, so I'm going to ask her. Roxanne, Mr. Hernandez, when was the first time we tested him, please?
When he first tested positive for THC?
When did we first test him?
Oh, it was March 11th of this year.
Okay. So March 11th was the first test, and that was positive for,
Negative.
that was negative.
Yes, it was negative. And then on April 7th is when he was a no-show. And on April 14th, it was confirmed by lab that he was positive.
No, you're using. I'm sorry. I'm revoking your bond. You're going into custody.
I could just ask the court to consider. So, Mr. Hernandez's mother is out in the hallway. I'm certain that she's going to pay whatever the bond is. This revoking the bond here will only have the effect of punishing his mother, who will have to pay the bond. And I'd also just ask the judge you to consider that I understand that there may be evidence that he's used since he was ordered to not use. I understand that, but there's no evidence that he's using now or that he has used in the more than 2 weeks since the prior drug test.
We just tested him yesterday. He tested positive. He tested positive a week ago. I've ordered him not to use. I mean, if I don't, then I'm rewarding him for his behavior, Mr. Schlossberg. That doesn't make any sense. I understand that it's punishing mom. These are the things that you need to consider when you're out there. I told you not to use, and you're now using. Goes with you. I'm sorry, Mr. Schlossberg. I can't just continue to let people go.
Judge, the drug test yesterday, it came back positive for THC because it was within 14 days of the previous drug test on the 14th.
He tested negative the first time we tested him, and now he tested positive for using marijuana. That's it. There's no, I mean, really. If I don't, I'm enabling the behavior, and that's it.
Yes, sir. May I be excused, please?